All right, let's get right into it. If you're trying to build a business online, you're always faced with that one huge question. Where do you put your time and energy to build a real passive income stream? Now, there are a ton of options out there, but two of Amazon's biggest platforms always seem to be in the conversation. And today, we're going to see why one of them has a serious edge as we look ahead to 2026.
So, this is it. This is the big decision for so many creators. Are you going to go with KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, the self-publishing giant, or are you going to jump into merch on demand, the world of custom t-shirts and hoodies? I mean, both of them tap into Amazon's massive audience, but they are totally different animals. And picking the right one from the get-go, that's absolutely crucial.
And look, we're not going to make you wait for it. When you look at the platform updates, the market growth, and, this is the most important part, what the actual creator community is saying, a clear winner has definitely emerged. The bottom line is this. If you want an income stream that's going to last and that you can actually scale, all the signs are pointing directly to KDP. So let's break down exactly why.
Okay, so first things first, let's get back to basics. How do these two platforms actually work? And who are they really for? Because even though they're both kind of print on demand, their fundamental DNA couldn't be more different.
You know, the biggest thing about KDP is just how accessible it is. It's open to everybody. You can publish a full-blown novel or something as simple as a daily planner or a logbook. The magic word here is evergreen. The whole idea is you create something one time, a useful guide, a coloring book, whatever, and it can keep selling for years and years, generating that truly passive income we're all after. And then on the flip side, you've got merch on demand. And you can see the key differences right away. First, it's invite only. You can't just sign up, you have to apply and get approved. And its success is all about fleeting trends. Think about that viral meme that's everywhere this week, or a t-shirt for an upcoming holiday. It's a much, much faster game, really built for designers who can jump on trends in a heartbeat. And this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? KDP is like an open garden, saying, come on in, while merch is more of a walled-off club. Now, with KDP, your potential royalty is huge, up to 70% for ebooks. With merch, you're looking at a fixed and much smaller royalty, maybe a few bucks per shirt. So it really comes down to a simple choice. Are you building a library of content that will last for years, or are you chasing the next big thing? Okay, so this is where things get really interesting. Let's talk about how this divide got so huge. Because last year, 2025, was a massive turning point. Amazon made some key changes that completely shifted their earning potential on both platforms, and the impacts were, well, they were worlds apart. So what's this giant number? That is the new monthly royalty fund for KDP Select. Let me say that again, $60 million paid out to authors every single month just from people reading their books on Kindle Unlimited. This is Amazon screaming from the rooftops that they are investing heavily in their publishing platform. And to really put that into perspective, just look at this growth. That fund has shot up 96% since 2020. I mean, while you hear about other platforms kind of tightening the belt, KDP is literally doubling down on what it pays creators. The entire pie is just getting bigger and bigger at an incredible speed. This table right here tells the tale of two platforms. It's perfect. While KDP's royalty fund was exploding, what was happening over at Merch on Demand? Well, creators saw their royalties slashed by up to 30% in Europe. While KDP stayed open to everyone, Merch got even tougher with its tier system. And the market's reaction says it all. Massive growth for KDP and reports of sales actually dipping for Merch. But, numbers on a screen are one thing. What are the actual people saying? The creators were in the trenches every day building these businesses. Well, if you look across social media, the feeling in the community couldn't be more clear. It's not even close. Across forums like Reddit, discussions on X, everywhere, the consensus for building long-term sustainable income is just overwhelming. About 80% of the conversation is pointing to KDP. Creators see it as the more solid, more reliable foundation to build a real passive income business on. And you see stuff like this all over the place. Creators are looking at that 96% growth, and they're seeing pure opportunity. They see a platform that's not saturated but expanding, with more room and more niches than ever for new people to come in and find success. And then you have the other side of the coin. This is the kind of language you see in the merch communities. Total frustration. Phrases like income killers,
The platform's super strict tier system and its policy of just deleting your designs if they don't sell means creators can literally lose all their progress and have their income shut down overnight. That is a massive, massive risk.
So when you boil it all down, the community is telling us there are two very different stories. On one side, you've got KDP, which people praise for creating that lasting passive income, a real path to freedom. And on the other, you have merch users who feel stuck, fighting the platform's frustrating rules and volatility just to stay afloat.
So all of this brings us right here to the future. Why do all these trends make KDP the clear strategic winner for 2026? And more importantly, what does that mean for you?
I mean, the momentum is just undeniable. The entire self-publishing market is projected to grow another 15 to 20%. And here's the kicker. KDP's integration with Audible and audiobooks, a market that's growing even faster, opens up another huge potential revenue stream for anyone on the platform.
So at the end of the day, it really just boils down to these 5 things. KDP wins on 5 key fronts. Accessibility. Anyone can start right now. Earning ceiling. Your income isn't stuck at a few bucks a sale. Longevity. Your work can sell for years, not just weeks. Control. You actually own your content. And scalability. You can build a whole brand, a whole series of books, and get repeat customers. So look, when you stack it all up, the data, the platform changes, what the creators are all saying, the conclusion is just impossible to miss. For anybody looking to build a wide-ranging, resilient, and truly passive income stream in 2026, the smart money, the strategic bet, is on Kindle Direct Publishing. And that really just leaves us with one last thought. You know, the online world is always going to have its fads and its fleeting trends. But real, lasting value, the kind of stuff you create with evergreen content, that's what endures. So the question isn't just about which platform you should choose. It's about what kind of value you want to build. What's your contribution going to be?